Welcome aboard, listeners. That ended a lot quicker than I expected it to. There was no ending to that. It was just boom, you're on.
So abrupt.
Yeah. I had to redo that because apparently I violated some copyright rules. Whoops. Welcome to Skyliner Views on the Pop Culture Pros Network. My name is Ashley. I am joined by my good friend, Kyle. We've never talked about how to say your last name.
Really? We've never talked about this?
No,
It's
I just
Rozier.
wrote. I've always thought it's Roger.
Yeah, I'm not that fancy.
I know. Kyle has
Friend.
Kyle and I have been good friends for I don't even know anymore.
You were my first friend when I moved back to Indianapolis.
I'm
Back
honored.
in 2016. No, it's true. You and I stood in the Children's Museum entryway, and we're making comments about the people around us during a special event. And
I'm pretty sure I knew you worked at Disney, and I made a little haunted mansion.
Well, you had a haunted mansion bow tie.
I did, and then you got me a bow tie like a couple years ago, and that made my life.
For Christmas. I did.
Yeah, you're so good to me.
You want to know? Here's a fun fact. Sarah and I went on vacation many years ago, and I brought you back a souvenir, and I have never ever given it to you. So I need to. It's somewhere in the compound. I'm not sure where, but
the Sarah compound.
It's the Rozier compound now.
It is. That's right.
Legally bound and what have you.
I went to Kyle's wedding. It was just a couple months ago, wasn't it?
August.
Wow, that was longer than a couple months ago.
Yes.
But it made my day because in the speech you told everyone to listen to my podcast.
That's right, twice. I plugged you twice.
I was so happy. I'm pretty sure I was like screaming, and everyone was like, "Who the hell is this gay chick in your audience right now?"
Yeah, that's because you certainly were the only gay one in the audience that day.
Obviously,
other than the officiant.
Yeah. Yeah. So Kyle has a lot of Disney experience.
Oh yes.
Like I was saying, that's why we bonded right off the bat. What was that?
We're getting back on track.
Oh yeah, I struggle with that. That's why Gabby always does this with me. So now that she's not here, you might have to do that little hand motion when we're off now. There we go. You are in charge of a train now, so getting things back on track is your forte.
Oh, yes.
Kyle, what is your Disney experience for all of those watching?
Let's see. I started in 2005 on the Disney College program at Dinosaur at Animal Kingdom.
Let's go.
Worked there. So that was May of 05 through the beginning of 06. In between then, the end of my program and going full time, I was on the special events team at Animal Kingdom. That was when Expedition Everest opened, and I have a story to tell once we'll get there, but we're on the spoilers. So I did that through the spring, and then right after spring break, I guess I was full time in 06 at Jungle Cruise at Magic Kingdom, and then I spread around and did everything: Pirates and the Tiki Room and the Treehouse and Haunted Mansion, the Riverboat over in Liberty Square. I dabbled in the Friendship. I'm sorry. Before that, I went to the Wilderness Lodge where I was a concierge.
I didn't know that.
Yep. I did not, because I was a theme park person, and the world of the hotels is very different, and it was quite a culture shock. I didn't get along very well. How long till I can transfer? Okay, but thank you very much.
How many more days?
Yeah, and then I went over for about a cup of coffee at Epcot driving the Friendship boats.
Okay.
But I was young and had been at Disney for so long, and as many young people are, not very intelligent or mature. And I was one of the worst, I'll say it.
Oh, wow.
The real world was better than Disney. and it is not. So left, moved away, got married. We don't even talk about that. Went back, worked at Universal, the old Terminator 3D show, the old Shrek 3D show.
May God rest her soul.
Yeah, they're gone now. Ended up at Doctor Doom, Fearfall, and then the Dueling Dragons roller coaster, which was
May God also rest her soul.
Everything I touch goes away.
Oh shit!
But then I got rehired back at Disney, went back to Liberty Square and had Adventureland. I'm educating where I did that for another couple years.
Yeah, you did the Liberty boat over there, right?
Yep, the Liberty Square riverboat, the Liberty Bell, one of my favorites.
Yeah, I hear a lot about that one when we do chat about it.
Well, I was a trainer at the riverboat, and it is here breaking the magic secrets. It's on a track, so it much like a jungle boat. They have the two pylons, and you can feel it bumping.
Yeah,
much larger, but it's essentially the same thing. But the paddle wheel really moves. It is really a steam boiler, and it is a steam powered paddle wheel, and everything about that is absolutely genuine. And so it's very dangerous. It's very real. It's very people get hurt. They get
danger at Disney World.
Yeah, you get burns, burn your hands on the things, and
and you get paid for it.
What had so it's a real thing other than the track, and it's once you know it, it's like because people try to do it, and they just the pressure of the fact that this is a boiler that could essentially explode.
Yeah,
you know, they no thank you. I'm gonna go back to telling jokes at the Jungle Cruise, which is fine. But yeah, once you know it, you feel like the sense of pride. And so I really knew it enough to train it. So it's very special to me.
Yeah. I mean, me as just like a regular old asshole, I'm just like, oh, they just get up there and like drive a boat in a circle. A question though, that has me thinking. So you drove the Liberty Bell, the boat in Fantasmic, does that have a driver? Like a captain?
It's also on a track.
Or is it just on a track and it goes?
It's on a track. That one operates more like an attraction would.
Yeah.
Because it has distinct stops and starts where it has to go.
Oh yeah.
Whereas the paddle wheel with the riverboat in Liberty Square is free floating in that it's connected. Like if you took it off, like we couldn't steer it, but you could go forward and you could just keep going.
Right, yeah, because it has that little place behind the Magic Kingdom where it gets like operated on. Yeah,
I see that.
Yeah. And I mean, it's not really breaking the magic because when Gab and I were there back in September, they had drained the whole thing and you could see the tracks. So I mean,
yeah, I've never seen that. That doesn't happen very often.
I think I have a picture of it. I'll have to send it to you later. I told Kyle that I'd try to put some pictures in here, and then I realized that I could not put pictures in here, so I'll have to add those in maybe on the YouTube page or something.
You want to be tacky? I can just hold up my phone and show you the photo.
We should. This is now the Tacky Skyliner Views podcast.
First I'm here, I wouldn't have it any other way.
Right? First and foremost, as always, on Skyliner Views, we cover news. Kyle has an interesting outlook on things, and I always appreciate your opinions because they're always not everyone else's. That's all I have to say about that.
That's probably best. Less said, the better. Yes.
Yeah. So the first one I have is Disney Plus released a new discount for vacations. I don't remember the dates. We're going in September, and it's covered in ours. It was a pain in the ass, though, because Gabby has the Disney Plus account, and I don't. So I had to, like...
your email, right? That it's the account.
Yeah, so I had to, like, link her in a separate way and do all of these things. It was stressful. I called Disney. They wouldn't, the background music wouldn't cooperate, so I hung up on them. It was a whole thing.
They don't want to talk to you.
But good news. It all worked out. We got our discount. It's all that matters.
Well, yeah, that would be a pain because I have not a Disney email, but I have the email I use for all of my Disney things.
Yeah.
But then I have, because I'm a nerd, to keep things organized when it comes to streaming services, I have an email dedicated for streaming.
Yeah.
It's whatever media at whatever. And so that's whatever. So like I would have to register that at Disney, and what a pain in the
And like I went through and tried to like change Disney Plus and my Disney Experience over to like the same account, and it was like, no, you already have a Disney account. You can't do that. So it's a giant pain in the butt.
You know, when we went, Sarah and I, my wife Sarah, I have to, if you forget people are watching that have no idea who I am.
Hi, Sarah.
Hi.
Sarah's amazing.
She's also not watching. No, I'm just kidding. We went back in 2019 in the before times, and I had my Disney account, and she created one as well. And I used, because we had her credit card we using for the trip, got a better rate or whatever. And so I used that to purchase our Photo Pass package. One of those, you get all the photos as many days as you're there. And I could not get it to work for the life of me. And I was at Animal Kingdom, in fact, when I figured out that it was not working and could not figure out why. And Sarah opened up her app.
And it was all there.
Everything was right there just because of her credit card. So like I put her credit card into my Disney account, but they saw her name and saw her, and they went like that. And so that was 20 minutes of stress. And I went, oh, okay, well, it's all yours.
That is a prime example of let the women do the work.
Well, I'll just go to the kitchen and cook. That's fine with me. I don't mind.
Yeah, Kyle cooks for Sarah. She's on a gluten-free diet, and I just see these amazing things you cook all the time.
That's right.
Meanwhile, I am putting everything in everything, and Gabrielle is lactose intolerant.
But there's no lactose in beer. Is that correct?
Gabby doesn't drink beer, though.
Oh, well,
but I do, for the both of us.
Fabulous.
There's no lactose in Trulies, let me tell you that. Disney discount. Guardians of the Galaxy finally got an opening date after that guy ruined it. Did you see that?
I didn't see that it got ruined. I saw that there was an opening day.
Yeah, so this guy went on Twitter. He's like a Disney board member or something, and he was like, just checked out Guardians of the Galaxy. It's opening Memorial Day weekend. And then he deleted the tweet and tweeted again and was like, just checked out Guardians of the Galaxy opening this summer. And everyone was like, you motherfucker.
The internet never forgets.
Yeah, so we were all just kind of waiting. Disney finally released it. Opening May 27th. Supposedly there's a new song.
Yes, I actually researched this.
Oh, yeah, you did.
I did. It's Boogie On Through the Night by James Taylor. And
interesting.
It is very Guardians.
Well,
I approve, because I have both movie soundtracks and then the soundtrack to the Disney. What is the channel for the teens that have the more? Oh,
sorry.
What happened there?
Sometimes my comments don't work on here, so I was trying to see. But continue.
Sorry. So, and I have the album to their cartoon that was on Disney XD, I guess. Is that what they said?
Oh, yeah.
But anyway, and it's classic rock, and it's all the same kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Queen and, ELO and whatever.
Yeah.
But this song really fits in with that ilk. And so I listened to it on Spotify.
I'm excited to see it. I mean, I doubt we write it in September just because I don't want to deal with the plethora of people going through there, but excited for it nonetheless.
Maybe they'll get on the virtual line bandwagon like they did for Star Wars.
We'll see. We will see. Boogie on. So, what's the Love Roller Coaster song?
So, from what I researched, the Love Roller Coaster song, which by the way was redone by the Red Hot Chili Peppers for the Beavis and Butthead movie. You're welcome. But the original by the Ohio Players is great, and that's what they were using in their commercials before, I guess. And now this James Taylor song they're using in the more recent advertisements, and both are great. Perfect for the theme of what they're going for, and with Peter Quill. So I support it highly.
Yeah, Gabby is making her way through the Marvel movies right now because she's never watched them.
That's exciting.
Yeah, so she watched Guardians and Guardians 2 the other night, and I forgot how great the music is in those. It's so good.
Yeah.
I was going to say something else, but I don't remember. A log at Splash Mountain sank, though. Do you have anything to say about that, Kyle?
At least it wasn't a jungle boat. That was the beginning of 2020. Before that was just the appetizers for 2020 when that happened.
It was. That was so funny.
I've done Jungle Cruise many years, off and on. And one of my favorites, love to tell jokes. I'm on YouTube. Look it up. You're welcome.
I'll have to link it.
It's a terrible recording, and like 3/4 of it's a long story. But yeah, when I saw those pictures when that boat sank, I went, holy cow, that is a sunken ass jungle boat. That is. It's just like, what do you do?
It was so funny, and like, how does that happen?
Someone left the flap off or something. I don't. Surely Disney management would not have pushed to have a jungle boat back on the river faster than it was maintenance-y ready just to get their numbers up. They would never do such shortcuts.
No,
with
never.
Their maintenance.
They would never cut corners.
No.
Not Walt Disney World.
Disney.
No. They don't do that. Oh, Gabrielle, I did not see this until now. Gabrielle said we will be riding it.
The Guardians?
Yeah, the Guardians of the Galaxy. Thanks, Gab. We will be riding it probably. I was talking to Gabby earlier about how her little avatar looks like she's 16. I said, Gabrielle, can you change that? I feel like I'm talking to a 16-year-old. So this is just proving my point. Yeah, so Guardians is opening. Splash Log Sync. I just thought this other one was kind of funny. At Walt Disney World, they have the Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique where you can take your little princes and princesses to get a little makeover and look like whoever they want. And like supposedly there was going to be one in Star Wars where you could cosplay, and it was called the Beep Boop Boutique. And I just think it's funny.
That's excellent.
Like, how creative is that?
Have you ever seen the output from the actual Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique? No. Like what the kids look like when they come out?
Oh, yeah.
So like the little girls you've seen with have you ever seen the boy come out of there?
With like Prince Charming, yeah.
Yeah, but then they spike the hair and put like confetti in the blue. It's certainly a choice.
We're giving Gabrielle ideas. The boys are going to come out looking like Prince Charming. Thanks, Kyle.
I'm here to help.
Why didn't you take your kids there?
My kid. So the second time around, I was working for Disney when my youngest was born. Mm-hmm. And Disney Insurance paid for that. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Disney.
Yeah. And the older one grew up there essentially. We lived, our apartment was literally behind the Magic Kingdom cast parking lot. And you could look out of our living room window and see the castle. So when fireworks were going off, you could see the fireworks, right? I mean, then you could set your watch to it because it was every night at the same time.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, whole house would rattle, and it's like the people that live next to a subway in the city. They're just like, yeah, that's what happens.
Yeah,
it's perfectly normal.
Happens every night.
This is fine.
Yeah.
So they grew up there, and my kids can be particular about things, about waiting in line and going places, and
absolutely
participating, and so that's a very expensive vacation. When you're dragging someone along, you're gonna like it. Damn it! I paid. No, it's just no. We are planning. I don't think I've told you this.
You have not.
We're going in June, the end of June, to Legoland in Florida.
Oh, that's exciting.
Yes, and they are both very big into Legos. And
yeah, they are.
We've been doing the YouTubing research.
How old are your kids, for reference?
Oh my goodness! So the big one will turn 12 in less than a month. The beginning of May.
Gosh.
I know. Who are you telling?
He acts older than 12.
He does.
He is a grown man, in my opinion.
He's fantastic. And then the little one will be 9 because they're 3 years apart. That turns in June. So they'll be 12 and 9 when we go at the end of June. And they're both very big Legos. And so this was, we found a package that's tickets and the Legoland Pirate Hotel that they just built, which if you get a time, there's a couple reviews that they show you the room. This is the coolest, this side of Disney, the coolest hotel I've ever seen, where there's like every day you have to do a new scavenger hunt around your room that the housekeepers set up.
Oh,
safe. Like a treasure chest that the combination changes, and you open it up every day and get new minifigures and snacks, and
that's awesome.
Yeah, and then there's master builder classes that they teach you how to build things, and then you get to keep those pieces.
They're gonna love that.
Yeah, And they have a great water park there, and you can rent
Mm-hmm.
cabanas. And if you rent a cabana, each person gets a free towel and waiter service and food and drink. I'm just like, this is fabulous. And it's not inexpensive, but for everything you're getting, it is very reasonable. And that's we're gonna
You're going to Legoland. Who
take
cares?
advantage. Yeah. And we're gonna do that for a few days, and then we're gonna go across to the Cocoa Beach area
Mm-hmm.
and do the Kennedy Space Center, which my kids, because I was just, well, that'd be cool. I don't know how they're gonna. Again, I don't want to drag someone along. And I say, hey, I talked to the oldest one. I say, buddy, do you want to? What would be cool? What we're looking at is going to the Space Center. Oh, the Space Center, that'd be so cool. All right, you got it.
Yeah. All right, we'll do it.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting that level of excitement, but hey, cool, hooray!
So, are you gonna stay at Legoland, go to Cocoa Beach, and then come back, or are you gonna stay over at Cocoa Beach?
We're gonna be at Legoland for 3 days, and we're gonna drive across. We're gonna make a stop at Disney Springs and eat at Chicken Guy.
Gabrielle would approve.
Chicken Guy. Well,
big Chicken Guy fan.
The show, the chicken, the guy's 1 in a million chance or whatever on the Discovery Plus.
No, Gabrielle just literally strictly eats chicken tenders everywhere we go. So Chicken Guy is like a must for her every time we go. Yeah.
So we're gonna go do that and then stay over. We found a Airbnb condo over there that's right on the sand. So we're gonna we'll beach it up and get a public sub, because why else go to Florida?
Yeah, you have to get a chicken tendy sub.
No. They have ham, turkey, roast beef, my friend.
Oh.
Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not shading the chicken tender. I'm just saying I don't do it. I have my own thing.
I still want to try the chicken tender sub, though. I hear good things.
Between you and my sister, you guys are in Florida more than I was, and I lived there. So I don't know how y'all do it.
I'm not sure if I'm supposed to apologize about that. But
no.
Moving on. So we should probably talk about the topic that we discussed today. So Kyle obviously knows about the parks from forever ago. And by forever, I mean 2005, which is actually when I lived in Florida. My parents worked at Disney in 2005. My dad and Kyle probably saw each other in passing. But
how old were you in 2005?
I was in 5th grade.
I hate you.
Yeah. So we're going to talk about Disney back then.
Yes.
We're going to get real nostalgic about it. And when Kyle pitched me this, I was like, yes, absolutely. I'm down. Because I love everything about Disney back then. Granted, I was in 5th grade. I don't remember much, but I have vivid memories of these things that we've already talked about. And I want to go back.
A friend of mine who I think still works at Jungle Cruise has been working at Jungle Cruise since the late 80s. And I'll give him a shout out. William Babington, Babs. Babs is a good man. You hear, this is a fun fact. If you've ever seen a Nautilus from 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea submarine statue,
yeah,
in various forms,
mm-hmm.
He has designed those.
What?
Yeah, I don't know the story. I just know that he's the one who designed the little statuettes that you could buy at the art store. Those are his design. He carved it out, and that's what they use.
That's awesome. So when you say that, my brain goes to the Nautilus at Trader Sam's. Does he have anything to do with that?
That the mug looking thing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's a little different.
Okay.
I mean, that's like a cartoony version of the sub that he designed, is if it was a real submarine.
Right.
That's what it would look like. Whereas this is a mug to hold alcohol.
Babs, if you're listening, which I know you're not.
No.
I'd love a Nautilus.
He's a super nice guy, and he's worked there forever. But one time he told me, the reason I brought him up was when we were working there, I guess the last time I was there, we were talking about old times and how many things have changed since when I first worked over there. And he was like, and then it was so different way back when, the 90s, but before cell phones, and people could instantly record you on Jungle Cruise doing something and then immediately show your supervisor. So here on my phone. Yeah, that was before that. You get away with a lot of different things back then, and times were very different. And so but from 2005, 2006 to when I went back in whenever that was, 12. Yeah, I guess 2012. Boy. So different. And then when I left in 2016 till now, it's
still changed.
It's incredibly different.
Yeah,
Like, I don't
through.
like when we went down there in 19, I didn't even know some of the roads where to go anymore. Because they redid the road.
Like behind Magic Kingdom they have, yeah.
They redid the road and I got lost. And I'm like, I used to live back here. How was this? How did I screw this up? And they changed everything.
When I went with our friend Julie, I don't even remember how long ago that was. Her mom was trying to buy a condo back there.
Mm-hmm.
And so we went back there and I was like, I don't recognize any of this
That
whatsoever.
area is really popping up back there because it was when I was back there, there was a Publix and a McDonald's up the road.
Yeah, and I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, and that was about it. And then that was another way I got lost because that used to be getting into there looked a certain way off of 535.
Yeah.
And then all of that changed.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
it just blew up with all kinds of stuff. And I'm like,
how dare they?
The right spot? Jesus, where am I?
Yeah.
It was
weird. Just keep it the same, guys. Come on now.
So yeah, let's talk the parks then. How about that? But I can't hear you. Hang on. I can't hear you. Nope. It's now the Kyle Show. You're muted. I see your mic's muted. I don't know.
Can you hear me now? No. Sorry about that, guys. Kyle left, so hopefully he'll be back. I'm going to text him. Come back. I miss you. Gabrielle just ran in here and told me that she also could not hear me. Please hold. Oh, Kyle just texted me, please hold, at the same time I said, please hold. While you're waiting, do everyone a favor. Subscribe to Skyliner Views on all social media. You can find us on Facebook and YouTube at Skyliner Views. Oh, Skyliner Views. At Twitter, at Instagram, Skyliner Views. And TikTok, Skyliner Views, where I have I started a series. It deserves more attention. It's called 3 Disney Characters I Would Have a Beer With. Sometimes I focus on like certain shows, certain episodes. I just talk about 3 characters that I'd have a beer with. Currently, I'd like to have a beer with Kyle, but he is missing. What a good guy. So hopefully he gets back soon. I am waiting for him. He's getting assistance. While Kyle's figuring out how to get back in here, I highly recommend finding a travel agent if anyone wants to go to Walt Disney World. I've recently come across a YouTube channel called Himfully Ever After. I will link it in the comments whenever this is over. It's a girl named Kayla and her husband named Mark Allen. They go to Disney. They give great reviews on whatever they do, and it's awesome. Kayla is also a new travel planner. She's a new travel agent. She's very passionate about what she does, and it's awesome to see her just go out there and do her thing. So if you ever want to go to Disney, you want to take advantage of that new Disney Plus offer that they have out, which is really awesome. It's 25% off your stay. Gabrielle and I saved $500 on our trip coming up in September, which was a really awesome deal. I mean, it took a little bit of work, but it was really great. If you ever want to take advantage of that, if you're thinking about going to Disney, reach out to Kayla at Hempfully Ever After. Like I said, I'll plug it in the notes whenever this episode is over. I really enjoy her YouTube videos. I have chatted with her a few times. Someone said Kyle is trapped in the multiverse, but he's back. Hey, buddy.
Nobody wants more of one than me. That would be terrible. In fact, I think there are petitions going around Southern Indiana for that to be outlawed. More than one me.
Somewhere around Brown County.
We don't even. I don't want to. Yes, that's correct. So I don't know what happened. So Gabby rescued you. Sarah rescued me.
Yeah, Gabby barged in and said, "I can't hear you, bro."
Okay, so was it just? Suddenly we just weren't. No, okay.
Yeah, no, it's fine. I was talking about. I have recently stumbled across a YouTube channel. They're called Hempfully Ever After, like the word hemp and Philly smacked together.
Okay.
Hempfully Ever After. It's a girl named Kayla, her husband Mark Allen. They give excellent reviews and content. I've talked to them a few times. They're really cool. And Kayla's a travel planner, so I was plugging use Kayla. They're great people. Using a travel planner is always great. And yeah, if you want to take advantage of that Disney Plus discount, using a travel planner is a lot easier than scrambling around the My Disney Experience website to figure it out.
Right.
So that's where I was going with that. But back to where we were. We were at Year of a Million Dreams, which I completely forgot existed. I remember the whole thing.
Yes.
Because isn't this the one where they're granting random wishes? They just walk up to you and be like, "Here's a fast pass."
Some of them were really cool. Some of them, if you were a cast member, sucked. So here, I'll give you an example of a cool one. Actually, in some of the photos I sent you, there's a picture of me holding up a cupcake with blue icing on it.
Mm-hmm.
So we were at Tusker House at Animal Kingdom. It's different from that. Used to be a counter service. Now it's just buffet.
Uh-huh.
But anyway, and it was a stack of trays, and they would just take a tray and put your food on and give it. How quick serve.
Right.
But there's brown trays. There'd be a gold tray randomly on the stack, and so if they put your food on the special tray of a million dreams, you got a free cupcake. Here, look at it. I made some mad. You get a free cupcake. And
interesting.
Yeah. So that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
And then they would have Dream Fast Passes where they would give you these, they were on lanyards, and they were these plastic cards with these little, they look like Kroger that you would put on your keychain.
Yeah.
Plus card. But they were on the side of this rectangular plastic. And it was every Fast Pass available at that park. And so you would break off the Haunted Mansion one and be able to go to Haunted Mansion. And here's Splash Mountain. There's my Fast Pass. So you had Fast Pass for every attraction at the park.
I need that in my life.
So what they would do is they would commandeer large groups. Mm-hmm. And their favorite was to go into Haunted Mansion and grab a group in the portrait gallery, the stretch room.
Mm-hmm.
Which is cool from their angle because it's a group of, 30, 40 people, except it sucks for us in the operation because, hey, we're trying to put on a show and hey, the show's being ignored. Doors are opening and closing and up and down. But hey, happy Fast Pass, everyone.
They couldn't wait until after or before?
No, I don't. It was kind of messy at the beginning. And then once they figured out what they were doing, they weren't giving away the fun stuff anymore. And the Year of a Million Dreams lasted, I think, 2.5 years before they finally called it something else, I think. You're gone again. Get Gabby. There's no sound coming. Can you hear me?
Can you hear me now?
There you go. There you are. Yeah.
So I'm trying to, it's my mic. That's the issue right now.
Oh, no.
Yeah. I'm going to see if I can fix it. But keep talking because I want to hear, what is this Cinderella-bration? Talk to me.
So in the notes I gave you examples.
You're gone.
You can't hear me now?
No, I can't hear you.
Well, I'm not talking now. It's definitely not me.
All right.
Ready to talk?
He's not gone.
What?
He's not gone.
She just can't hear me, I guess.
Oh, Apparently, you can hear me and you can hear Kyle, but we cannot hear each other. I am going to take us both out of here. Okay. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you not hear me?
You are bad at this, says Kyle. Okay, we're going to end this broadcast, and then we're going to bring it back. Got it?
Nothing can go wrong now.
Give me a minute.